Yo, what's good, y'all? In today's video, this should be part 3 of the Roblox beginner scripting tutorial. Okay, now what I'm gonna be talking about and explaining in this video, I feel like some people would argue that it's in like beginner intermediate level thing to talk about. Like some people may say it's intermediate level, but at the same time, I feel like understanding user input service is it's honestly pretty easy to understand when someone really explains it to you. Plus, it's very essential. So I'm not gonna delve into like a lot, but just mainly explaining how to use it. If you don't know what user input service means, it pretty much means like how scripts know like when you press the E key or the R key, the G key, the 1 key, or you left click with your mouse, things like that. But yeah, so yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay, first things first, the user input service as a service means it has to be called through a script, right? So user input service cannot be called from a server script, right? Like you can obviously type it out and stuff, but it will not work, right? It has to be in a local script, right? So typically where you could put these, you could put it inside of a tool, like a local script inside of a tool, a local script inside of a GUI, a local script inside of starter character scripts or starter player scripts. There's a lot of places you could put it and stuff. But yeah, those are typically the places you can usually put it and stuff. I believe I named all the places you could really put it if I'm being honest, but yeah. So okay, we'll use starter character scripts. We'll insert a local script. I'm gonna just call all these like test scripts at this point, but yeah, test script. Okay. So first things first, of course, we're going to get the local user input service, right? So for sure, I just refer to it as UIS, right? So local UIS is equal to game get service. This is how we call a service. We do game get service, then we put quotation marks, then we put the name of the service. User input service. Click enter on that, and just like that, we've made the user input service variable. Okay, now to use it, right? Here's where it gets a little tricky, but at the same time, I feel like you'll understand it very easily. Okay, so you want to do UIS, of course, right? You want to do .InputBegan, pretty much meaning like when the input is starting. Connect function. Then in here you want to put input. This is referring to the input, right? So you want to do it. We want to do two if statements. So we want to do. Let's say we want to do. First, I'll show you guys how to do it with keyboard. Then show you guys how to do it with mouse. First things up first. We will do what's it called? We are going to do. We'll do keyboard. So we'll do if input dot not keycode dot user input type, which pretty much is referring to the type of input, which means like keyboard or mouse and stuff. So you're about to see the options, right? We're gonna use enum, which you guys learned about last video, equals enum dot user input type. Then you would select amongst these. As you guys can see, you have a few options and stuff, but yeah. So for this, we're doing keyboard, and then boom, right? So if we were to like test right now and stuff, it would work for any key pressing your keyboard, right? But we want it to be specific. So we're gonna do another if statement. We're gonna do if input dot keycode is equal to enum dot keycode dot. Then here you would select what you want. Left alt, the letter T, F9, completely up to you, right? So for the video, we'll do E. And then boom, we're here. So we could say, I don't know. Let's say this. Let's say every time we press the E key, it'll teleport us to spawn, right? Now, obviously, I wouldn't actually recommend doing it like this on a local script because it would only move the player like on the client side rather than the whole server. You would probably want to use a remote event for this, but just for the sake of like just demonstrating how to use user input service, I'll just use it on local script. But yeah, okay. So we're gonna get the local player by doing local player, then do equals game.Players.local player. We'll put a space in between. Then we'll get the character, right? We'll do local character is then equal to game.Workspace FindFirstChild Player.Name. Then we'll do this. We'll do character MoveTo. And in here, we are going to put game.Workspace.SpawnLocation.Position, right? So every time we click or press the letter E key, we will teleport to the spawn location, right? So we can go ahead and test it by clicking play. Let's go ahead. So obviously we'll spawn at the spawn location by default. Let's see. And we are in. Okay, so yeah, so that's the spawn, right? If I walk away, then press E, as you guys can see, it teleports me back each time. If I just spam E, this is what happens, and yeah. So that's how you use the user input service in terms of the keybinds. Now I'll show you guys how to do it with the mouse. The mouse is honestly much more simple. Okay, so we can really delete this and then delete one of the ends, right? And then what you want to change is you want to do an nm.UserInputType.mouse button 1, which is the left mouse button, right? And then this would still work, right? We can click play and test this. Now, just a little heads up, if you're wondering how to like have it where like, I don't know, if you press E and then within 2 seconds if you press Q, it does this. That is context action service. It's added onto user input service, but I'm not covering that in this video and stuff. To be honest with you, I honestly have to read up on that before I could even explain it. I kind of understand it, but I don't understand it enough to explain it. But yeah, though. So if I left click, then yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys can hear my mouse, but yeah. So yeah, that's a user input service and stuff. It's honestly pretty simple and stuff. Pretty simple concept and stuff. Like I said, some people might consider it intermediate level, but at the same time, I feel like it's really simple because you're literally just saying like if a player left clicks or taps the E key, then this happens. You know what I mean? So in my mind, it's pretty simple and stuff. But yeah, I'm thinking next video I talk to you guys about remote events and stuff, because remote events are essential. So yeah, I'm thinking to do that next. But yeah, so if this video was helpful, don't forget to subscribe and like. You can join my Discord and Roblox group. Links are found in the description. I thank you guys for all the support you guys been showing. Join the Discord because I believe we're on our way to 50 members. Join the Roblox group because we're about to hit 30 members. And subscribe to the channel because we're finna hit 300. I appreciate the support you guys have been showing and stuff. And I promise to stay as consistent as possible. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, which should be part 4. So I'll see you guys.